Hey guys! Whoop, too far. Come back a little. Don't want to slide that far past into the weekend yet. It's only Friday. And this Friday I am coming to you guys with one of the Disney, not theories, but top 10 Disney lists that I had planned for you guys, but unfortunate events occurred and I could not get those out to you the way I had hoped, and so we are going with secondary choice of video action, and so that'll be separate music, separate picture, and separate me, all combined together into one video, though still just not as cool as what I had planned for you guys earlier, though. This Disney top 10 is the top 10 Disney love songs, and so to start off I am going to be starting with number 10, bottom of the list, with the song and scene of Once Upon a Time in Sleeping Beauty between Prince Philip and Aurora. It's really just a cool scene because she's just happens to be out picking her berries that apparently the fairy godmothers need, and she starts singing, and she's talking to her woodland animal friends, and then it just so happens that Prince Philip happens to come along and hear her singing and be like, oh my gosh, that's an amazing voice. I need to see where that's coming from. So then they meet up and they sing together, and then they start dancing together, and it's so cute because it's like they just met, but they met once before, once upon a dream, and so they're singing about meeting before once upon a dream. So number 9 on our list of top 10 Disney songs and scenes is in Aladdin, and it is between Aladdin and Jasmine in A Whole New World. Aladdin is pretty much just trying to win Jasmine over. At this point in the movie, Jasmine is pretty much being required to get married and going through all these seekers, or I don't know what to call them. All these guys are coming in and be like, oh, you should marry me for, I don't know, these reasons. And she just is having trouble choosing one, and so Aladdin comes along and is trying to also win Jasmine over, and he tries to do so by taking her on this magical carpet ride and taking her on a whole new world, and they end up singing this song together, and it's a really good scene. Alright, so number 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, yep, on our list, in Hercules, and it is with Megara, and it is her singing I Won't Say I'm in Love. And so in this part of the movie during Hercules, Megara had just met with Hercules, and he had kind of I want to say swooned her, and she's been left with these feelings that she hasn't really felt before in a while. I should stress, she hasn't felt these feelings in a while, and she's feeling all of this, and she doesn't know how to feel about it because she's like, oh no, last time it didn't end out good, it's not going to end out good this time, and so I gotta shut out these feelings. And so she starts singing about how she's not in love, and this is not gonna happen. But the gospel goddesses, I think that's what they're called, they're also singing along, and they're going with all the statues, and they keep Megara keeps denying that she's in love, and they're like, oh come on, we know you're in love, you've got all these signs and everything, and so it's just forget it, just admit it, and everything will fall in place and it'll be so much better. Number 6 on our list, it is My Belle Evangeline in The Princess and the Frog. This scene is just so beautiful, because it's Tiana and Prince Naveen it wasn't even set up or anything, it's not they went on a date or anything. Ray just happens to be talking about his love, and while doing so and singing about his love, Evangeline, Tiana and Prince Naveen also come to the realization, during this part they start dancing, and they come to the realization that they actually have some feelings for each other too as well, whether they want to admit it or not, those feelings are there. So number 6 on our list, counting down, is I See the Light in Tangled between Eugene and Rapunzel. So this is a beautiful scene because Eugene and Rapunzel have so far throughout the movie gone on this really long journey together, and they hadn't even met before this day, and they happened to come together, no spillers, and get to go on this journey that they have to go on together. And this is one of the stops on the journey. Um, this is actually technically the final destination that Rapunzel wants to get to. And so he takes her on this boat ride, and she gets to see these lights, which are actually like the lanterns that you light and that you hold, and then you place the fire under, and then you hold it, and then you let it go, and it floats up into the air. They're called lanterns. And she's like in love with like all these lanterns that are around her because they just fill up the air, and like they're all over the river, pond, lake area that they're sitting in. And then like like throughout this whole day that they spent together, like they haven't really realized how much they've gotten really close to each other and really relied on each other for like a lot of things. And they got really close, and at this moment during this time during the movie, they're actually starting to realize that they might have feelings for each other that they hadn't realized before, because they were like, oh, like this is like strictly business, just like like let's just go on this journey together, because it happened to work out. So number 5 on the list that Alice and I came up with for our top 10 Disney love songs / scenes is Aloha Oi in Lilo and Stitch between Nani and Lilo. So this isn't like any of the love scenes or songs that we have talked about so far. This is actually a love scene or song between two sisters, and so it's a different type of love than what we've been seeing in the last 5 scenes. This is a really important part of the movie because for unforeseen circumstances, Lilo has to go away. Like Nani is like no longer able to take care of Lilo. And Lilo isn't quite understanding, and she's like, oh, like like this will blow through, like it's like a temporary thing. But Nani's realizing the more long-term effects of it, and she's like trying to help Lilo understand the seriousness of what's going on and stuff. And so she's singing this song to Lilo, and it's a beautiful scene between two sisters, and Stitch is sitting down there on the bottom on the stairs, looking up at Nani and Lilo singing the song, and it's just really cute. Alright, so number 3 on our list, it's Bella Notte in Lady and the Tramp between Lady and the Tramp. So in this scene, Lady happens to come in engagement with the Tramp, and Lady's like a house dog, and Tramp is a street dog, or stray dog. There we go. That's a better word to use. Tramp is a stray dog, and Lady lives in a house. Oh, and they just happened to meet up, and so they got to spend some time together and get to know each other. But it's a really cute scene between the two dogs because how often do you see two dogs going on a date together? And it's really cute. They eat spaghetti together, and they just happen to both eat two ends of the spaghetti, and so they come together and kind of kiss, doggy kiss or whatever, and that's really cute. And then after dinner, they walk around the park and spend the whole night together, and it's a really beautiful song. They use a really beautiful song to go along with this scene. Alright, so number 2 on our list of top 10 Disney songs is Can You Feel the Love Tonight between Simba and Nala in The Lion King. Sorry if these are kind of low quality. Like I said, technology didn't work out like I would like to. So this is our backup plan. So this is the love scene between Simba and Nala, and in this scene, Simba and Nala have not seen each other in a very long time, so they have just been recently reunited, And so all these feelings, you know, and memories of when they were younger came flooding back, and they're like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in forever. Like, what have you been doing here? And what have you been doing? And all this stuff. And they're like all grown up. And you guys, if you guys don't know Lion King, it's right here in this scene. It's between two lions who were friends when they were younger, but got separated um, for unfortunate reasons. So this is another really beautiful scene between two animals. Um, I think it's really sweet how Timon and Pumbaa are singing about their friend, um, and their trios down to two. So number one on our list of top 10 Disney love songs and scenes is Tale as Old as Time or Beauty and the Beast in Beauty and the Beast between Belle and the Beast. So in this scene, um, the Beast is trying to win over Belle's heart, and so this is a beautiful scene between Beauty and the Beast. They have dinner together, and it's like a nice formal dinner. And then at one point, Belle goes over to Beast and um, has him like stand up and comes with him over to the ballroom, and she starts dancing with him. And you know, it's awkward for the both of them because they haven't known each other for a long time. But this night really changes everything for them, and really puts things like in a certain perspective. I like to say, like, with this movie overall and with this scene in general, it really shows about how not to judge a book by its cover, which is really ironic because Belle loves books. This scene shows why in particular, and this scene is really amazing because the animation is just beautiful, and all the detail that they had put into it, and all the, you know, like the framework and camera angles and everything that they worked into it, and the attention to detail, like I said, and the soundtrack is amazing too. Mrs. Potts sings this song, which is a character in this movie, um, and it's so moving and so beautiful, and so that's why it's number one on the list. So I hope you guys liked it. That's all I have for you guys today. Keep watching for my new upcoming vlogs. Every about week to week and a half. I'm not 100% like set on a time, but I try to get them uploaded within a couple hours, or um, videotaped within like a hour of time, and then maybe if I have time later that day or later that week, I get it edited, so then hopefully I can have them out by the weekend for you guys. So I will try to stick to that routine. I am extremely sorry if I don't, but I will try to stick to that routine. So about every week to weekend, 2 weeks, I'll try and get a vlog out for you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed it. That's Lana. That's all I have for you guys today. Lana out.